Hi guys, it might be a good idea to start every video with this, right? This is gonna change. So it's a video about how to install ArcoLinux, and specifically the video ArcoLinux XL and XS and all the B's has been explained already on arcolinux.com on the website installation. There's the video. I've already made also a video about the ArcoLinuxD option when you go install and use CalMars. The most difficult option, let's go to these websites. The most difficult option is to behave like sort of an Arch Linux, which is basically a black screen. That's the most difficult, and it's important that you try this after going over the learning phases. It's not that easy to have a black screen and start typing commands. So it is a good thing to first start to walk before you go and run a marathon. In ArcoLinux we have here the start here. The point is start there, right? And we've made a video already about the installation, and here we see already the new image, choosing either grub or systemd boot, and then think about I'm gonna install more stuff. Then you need to go online, or we're at the beach and there is no online and we just get what we see, the WYSIWYG. What you see is what you get. And in advanced you're also gonna get WYSIWYG, but more, right? You can always install more. And later on, if you reboot, then you say sudo pacman -r, remove anything you don't like. So the ArcoLinux has also an installation video, this one, and there is an option, right? There's a possibility to go either graphical, that's the video, the new video, or yeah, black screen. Use ArcoLinux for a bare minimal installation, which feels like, if you have already seen maybe some videos, that's phase 7 for us, the learning phases. Let's use archlinux.org ISO, or build it ourselves with our tool, and then build it up. That's like having all the Lego blocks at one site and start putting everything on it and building your craft, right? Your castle, whatever. That's what we did as kids. That's basically what we're doing here. Taking blocks from ArcoLinux and build it up. That's this, ArcoLinux. This is graphical and saying select, 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 click, click, click. You can watch the video here. So we're gonna do this one with the new welcome screen here, the choose. Super F7, where's ArcoLinux? Here he is. Let's start from scratch, delete. Let's clone this. Set it up once, use it a trillion times. That's the template. The ISO that we're gonna give you is this one, ArcoLinux start. They all start the same. You know the drill. First line is Intel AMD, second line is NVIDIA drivers, and if all fails, it's line 3 for you, and you figure out what drivers you need on Arch. This is on virtual machine, which means there is internet, right? There's always internet on this machine, in virtual machine. So that's something you should check. And the best thing is usually is a LAN cable, right? Rely just on the LAN cable. And yes, Wi-Fi is possible too, but. So this is not a WYSIWYG kind of thing, because there is no menu. Basically we're using XFCE as a sort of backend, but there is no real XFCE, right? This is not really XFCE at all. So a very minimal thing to basically say pass through. You're not supposed to stay here. You're not supposed to do anything here other than read, use the easy installation if the advanced installation fails. So the video is about, there's the other video there. We're not going to do that, but if it fails, there's so many parameters that can go wrong. Then you take the easy installation in ArcoLinux. It's called the base installation, which is really a base Arch with 6, 7, 8 packages of ArcoLinux. We'll see. But first, you have to, if you go down from top to bottom, maybe your internet, the ArcoLinux, not Arco, ArcoLinux mirrors are always a bit slow for you wherever you live, right? You click the button and then you get the fastest servers. You clean up anything that is supposed to be gone, partitions. You can click them, you can say wastebasket, 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 and then apply, and everything is gone. That's starting with a clean slate. That's for any operating system a good suggestion. And if you don't decide grub, if you don't click on these two guys, right? If you don't click there, it's just grub. The last 6.5 years we've used grub. Now you can choose, so let's choose systemd boot. And then the video has been created, so we're here to make it a very difficult one. Not that difficult, but it's all about knowledge, and that's ArcoLinux. So welcome to a graphical installer, which is always nicer than the pure Arch ISO. The ArcoLinux ISO from ArcoLinux.org is a black screen, and here we have at least something to guide us through and do already a few steps inside Calamares. So we're gonna partition, we're gonna make choices like these, otherwise you have to type all of that. Here we say, let's take Calamares and let him do the work. And then again, black screen. So there's no selection here whatsoever. And let's think about the timing. You boot up with grub or systemd. Then you come to SDM, LightDM, LXDM, GDM, Li. You're greeted, the display manager, the login manager. We have not selected anything. Basically, black screen. Then afterwards, after you log into SDM, for example, you get Plasma. You get Bspwm. You get QTime. You get Xmona. Whatever desktop you like. So that needs to be there. The complete configuration needs to be there, and not in etc/scal, where often we install stuff. No, it has to be on your home directory. If you are using a tiling window manager, the configuration needs to be there. Otherwise, you have a nice SDM and you can't log in. And I say, why is that? Why is it possible, right? The config of certain things, not XFCE, not Mate, not Plasma, but certain things, awesome, Helpsluft, and so on. The tiling window managers often rely on code on your own home directory. Okay, let's wait in the meantime. I'll give you a few things extra. I mean, we're using the very last code of Calamares, the new 3.3.0, and you can have a look at the debug, not that it probably will tell you much. The stuff that we use, the modules, everything is defined in Calamares in modules. And if you want to see some technical stuff, so basically this is rsync, saying move from A to B, and the B is here, and A, or is it here? From A to B. So if you have Thunar, let's see if we have it. If we have Thunar, we can navigate to these places, which are unimportant, but interesting to have a look at, right? This is your future system. Unimportant. So everything is being installed. All the stuff that needs to be done, make init CPIO is started here, and so on. Let's wait for everything to install. I can use actually the time to do the following. I can use the time to tell you the following. There is a github.com/ArcoLinxD. In the past, we did not have Calamares knowledge about clicking all these elements, right? These modules, these net modules that we now have. In the other video, this one, you click all kinds of things. These guys, right? If you click these, it's a sudo pacman -s, right? It's gonna be installed. but we did not have that knowledge. So before, years back, we relied on scripts. We get the black screen, fine, and then we want Arco i3. And then we run 100, so we have the display manager, what's in there. It says go install SDDM, go install ArcoLinux wallpapers, go install Thunar, and it goes on over the list, and basically you end up with an i3. Here we have Skel, copy paste everything, we need the configuration in the home directory, and this tilde here is home/Eric in my case, home directory. We enable SDDM to have a greeter. Hi, welcome. Who are you? Eric, password, Eric, go. We're in. But it goes on, right? It goes on. You want to have sound? Yeah. Bluetooth? Yeah. Printers? Yeah. You need to run everything. This is building up. This is the Lego blocks that are on Arch, on Arco, and you decide what to choose, what to install. Maybe you don't care about Bluetooth. Printers, you don't want printers, right? Samba, don't know what that is, don't need it, and so on. So all these things you run or you don't run. It's up to you. All right, he's done. So that was the reason, or that is the reason why we have the ArcoLinux GitHub there. You can type everything. Yeah, cool. But not after 60 times. It's not cool. And then you script things. And you say, let's make a script to install Bspwm. Let's take that one. Right? It is easy for some things, and I'll show you what I mean by easy. Right? This is a black screen. Let's first have a look how many Arco things are in here. So 3, 6 and 2, 8 packages. 8 packages. Keyring, you need it, right? The signing of the packages. Mirror list from ArcoLinux, you need it, otherwise you can't install anything from ArcoLinux. NeoFetch, we do like our logo. Okay, cool. Paru is how to install things. Extra from AUR. SDDM simplicity is the login, the design of the login is there already. Why? We go default to SDDM. Wallpapers, well, that's not needed. SDDM systemd services is not needed at this point. I think it's empty at this point. Welcome app, sure. Welcome app, okay. And system configuration, that's important. And Alacrity is just the way we wanna design Alacrity. And Grub theme is the look, the design of Grub. That we have this nice blue logo. It's the minimal that we think we should have to have something nice, right? Nice and working. Keyring, mirror list, that's working. Paru, working. Wallpapers, that's just nice. So we have a pure Arch, in my eyes anyway. This is a pure Arch because that's the only thing that's from Arco, and all the rest is pure Arch. So I can type update. Let's see. We have in the meantime these guys, and as you can see, extra, core, extra. It's Arch again. Okay, what else can we do? I can convince you that Arch is great, is beautiful. Sudo pacman -s. I can install XFCE with 2 words, XFCE 4 and XFCE 4 goodies. That's all it takes to install XFCE. How marvelous is that? That's like Lego blocks and having a complete setup, to have a complete castle or whatever you want to call it, right? But it's basically it's a complete desktop with 2 words. So Arch wiki, the knowledge is out there. I do not invent this. Install the XFCE4 group. You may also wish to install the XFCE4 goodies. Okay, fine, but I'm more a Mate guy. Fine, then you go look. Mate. Mate group contains the core desktop and so on. Mate extra group contains additional. So you learn by typing Arch wiki, and then you actually can change this here as well at the end. if you know the name. Let's see if it's Plasma or it's KDE. Might be KDE. It's changing anyway. KDE Plasma. So here you install Plasma Meta or the Plasma group. For difference between that one and that one, go to that one. So this is where you learn. This is where you should go. Okay. So I'm not going to install XFCE. I do this all the time, ArcoLinux, and then I install this. Have something graphic. Why not use the GitHub? Is Git installed? Git is installed. Many distributions out there don't have it. So sudo pacman -s git. It's there already. Git clone, https, // and then this can be your setup, right? Your account of GitHub to have, I don't know, Bspwm or anything like it. What happened? I can have a new folder, Arco Bspwm. I go in there, I check it out, and I say probably the numbers go up. Probably I'll need to start with 100, right? And that's easier than typing all the Bspwm things that I need to have. So if you would go for not Arco i3, but all the desktops are here. Bspwm, okay. And in here, go and check out what I do. I say we need SDM, we need the wallpapers, tuner is necessary, and so on. And here's Bspwm. But we also need the configuration of Bspwm. So this one, without this one, it will never work, ever. Or you provide your own code. You see? And this is how you can speed things up, because every time new clean install, that's fine, that's good, but you want to have a system that's working in let's say 30 minutes, right? No longer. But this is more difficult. This is more, I am Sherlock Holmes, because I don't have anything regarding printers, for example. So if we sudo reboot, let's see if we can see already something. We've installed SDM, we've made it active, system CTL enable SDM. We have this choice that we've made right in the beginning, system D, did not say that yet. Or this grub, and it's a nice background and nice colors, right? Logo as well, right? This is normal. Why I'm not logging in? You didn't say it. You have to tell everything, every single thing, right? This up there is trying to read the volume for sound. Oops, we did not install sound. We did not do that, right? This is not a Calamares click, 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 click. This is you typing things in. In my case, this is me running scripts, otherwise it gets tedious. Very tedious indeed. This is sound. Oops, Control C. Sorry, 120 I wanted. So 1/120 is okay. Voila. And he wants the choice. Okay, sure. Well, actually, I've never tried Pipewire, because all the tiling window managers are basically written for Pulse Audio. So you might need to change some things then, right? But all the rest will work. YouTube and all that, it's gonna work. Spotify, all that. But the key binding sometimes needs some work. You check that out. And you can evaluate yourself. What is he doing in this thing? Okay. I'm installing Pulse Audio. There we go. Pulse Audio, Bluetooth, blues, very okay. So, all right. And then you sudo reboot. Let's see if we have already the Pulse Audio thing there. That's gone. If he gets it. This is don't ask me questions, right? This is you figure out yourself what you need to do. That's the point of this. ArcoLinuxD is you're well versed, you've been years on Arch, you know what you need to do. You have the liberty to start from scratch, from a basic base installation, and then it's up to you to do a Control-T and say, oh look, that's not transparent, oh the icons are not nice, and so on and so on. Anything is really up to you. There is help, right? There is help, but you check it out. Whether first of all you need and want to help, but you can use it as a template and say, okay, I'm gonna do something similar. I'm gonna make my own Arco Bspwm, my own view of how Bspwm and what applications I need on this particular PC, and you run it. So that's the other way of doing things, starting really from scratch. But this is not for the faint of heart. This is not for the beginners of Linux Mint. What I'm saying, or beginners in Linux, right? You need to be a little bit more seasoned, is the word. All right, cheers.